Cancerian Chronicles. We are going to just go ahead and jump in and check the energy, see what we have going on. Yeah. We have an interesting assortment of cards that I've been guided to, so I'm very interested to see what the message is. Okay, so messages for Cancer. Okay, so the first card that we have, it says invest in yourself before you invest in any relationship. I feel like this is a message for someone who either recently started a relationship, or this could be that someone is coming, like headed your way. And you have a tendency of like putting 100%, like going all in with whatever relationship that you're in. And this is kind of like a reminder or a warning. You can take it as a warning. And that basically, if you're putting too much into the relationship without getting very much of a return, it is not going to end well for you in that relationship. Okay. It says be honest, even if it's uncomfortable. So let me show you that. This is what tried to pop out. I feel like someone has a tendency of like keeping, just like things that you don't like, or keeping your emotions, not your emotions to yourself, but your thoughts to yourself if you feel like it's going to hurt someone's feelings, or if you feel like they are going to walk away or something like that. If that's the case, this one, it says get comfortable being alone. It's better than being with the wrong person. I feel like, someone needs to just kind of get comfortable with themselves, because there is no, like, what's the point? If you're not happy in the situation that you're in, like, it's really, quite frankly, it's a waste of time. So, I mean, I don't know of a polite way to say that, and to make sure that this is like the best relationship I'm hearing of all time. You need to make sure that you're putting yourself first. That is the only way that whoever it is that you're dealing with is going to be willing to and open to putting you first as well. That card went ahead and came on out. Be honest, even if it is uncomfortable. So that is a major message for someone. It says keep your standards high. Don't lower them just because you're lonely. So I don't know, like, this is potentially someone who has been, if you've been like single for a while, or, you're just ready to, have like a more serious or more committed relationship. Don't lower your standards just to get that. Okay. That comes from a place of lack. So someone needs to understand that. That comes from a place of lack. Like thinking that there are no good men, that there are no good women, that there are not enough men or women to go around. There are. And the perfect one for you is out there, but you're not going to find that person if you lower your standards, okay? It says communicate directly. If they can't handle the truth, they cannot handle you. Someone needs to know that. If you feel like, and I talked about this a little bit just a minute ago, but if you feel like you have to kind of keep some things to yourself because you feel like someone's going to walk away because they don't appreciate or they don't understand where it is that you're coming from, or they don't, they don't like it, or, whatever, who cares? Like, just because that particular person can't handle you, it doesn't mean that no one can handle you. I mean, yeah, there's someone for everyone. Strong message. It says set boundaries with friends just like you do in relationships. So for some of you guys, this could have something to do with like a friendship, like, maybe a friend is coming around, like maybe you've been kind of lonely when it comes to like hanging out with the girls or the guys, and you're wanting or you're manifesting a friendship in. But either way, whether it's a friendship or a relationship, and I'm also hearing someone needs to make sure that you focus more on friendship before the lover type relationship. But either way, whoever this is, make sure that you are setting boundaries with this person, okay? I feel like for some of you guys, you're meant to be working on some type of projects, like that's what you're investing in. It could be a business, it could be work goals that you have. Do not put them on the back burner for anyone, okay? Do not put them on the back burner for anyone. If you have any financial goals, anything like that, Anything to do with like self-care. I feel like someone might be wanting to focus on their looks, their body or something like that. Like, do not put any of that on the back burner just because a new person comes into your life. Okay, I'm hearing easy come, easy go. Like, that person may stick around, they may not, but regardless, you want to make sure that you're putting the emphasis, you're putting the focus on yourself, and that you are making sure that you're happy. Okay, yeah, so let's keep going. Okay, this is a deck that I'm like, this is kind of interesting that I was guided to this deck with the rest of them. So yeah, oh, interesting. Sexual connection is what came out, and it came out in reverse. Okay, and this is falling under the invest in yourself before you invest in any relationship. I'm really getting the sense of like, you may have someone that's coming in, or you may be with someone right now, or talking to someone, or interested in someone where there is a lot of strong sexual chemistry, and that is definitely a bonus. That's definitely a plus, but you don't want to put that at the forefront. Okay, that is not the major thing that you want to invest in. And I feel like there's a sense of like, slowing some things down when it comes to any and every relationship that you have, so that the focus is not so sexual based. We have misunderstood, and I'm guided to the word confusion. I feel like, in that word cloud. So I feel like when someone, like, once you get into that more sexual part of the relationship, it kind of clouds the judgment. It clouds your judgment. It clouds anyone's judgment, right? Sometimes you just can't, think straight when it comes to that. And so sometimes you're not able to really see a person and their intentions, and, if something is going to work out, because you're, focused more on, like those sexual aspects. And there's nothing wrong with sex. Sex is great, right? But you don't want to have that as like the focus of your relationship. We have Libra at the bottom. You could have Libra strong in your chart. You could be dealing with a Libra, or this could just simply be about making sure that you're balancing things out in your relationships, right? So it's not all just sex based. It's not all just, I don't know, whatever else you're looking for, talking or whatever. Like, you want a nice balance throughout the entire relationship, right? At the top, we have property theft, and that really just makes me feel like someone is afraid that if they don't go all in with, like, sex and being open to that someone's going to come around and they're going to steal your man, or they're going to steal your woman. Well, first of all, if anyone can steal them, they're not yours. We don't, no one owns another person. And if that person is so easily swayed, I'm just going to say this, it's their loss and it's not your loss. And that's something that someone needs to understand, okay? That person is the one that's going to be missing out, because they're not going to find another you. And yes, I'm going to blow your head up because you deserve it, right? So next we have bigots. It says looking down on others due to, and it could be color, age, sex, gender, sexual preference, religion, social class, and spirituality. Okay, so this one is falling under be honest even if it is uncomfortable. That's what we have there. I feel like so going back to that sexual connection being in reverse, and I'm saying, like, don't lead with sex. Like, don't let that be like a major part of the relationship. I feel like someone needs to take the time to like talk and get to know another person as well, because you need to figure out if you actually mesh well, if you are equally yoked. How does this person feel about, like, first of all, what do you think about, or how do you feel about, how strongly do you feel about things that have to do with, color, age, sex, gender, sexual preference, religion? Like, how strongly do you feel about those things? And have conversations with the other person, not to argue about it or debate about it, but to see if you're on the same page. What are some of the things that are just like your non-negotiables? And if you know that you feel strongly about a certain thing, whether it has to do with like social social class, or like maybe your religion or your spirituality, don't lower your standards. I'm being reminded of that card that we saw earlier about not lowering your standards. Don't lower your standards and say, well, everyone has a right to their own opinion. Absolutely, they do. But if you know right off the bat at the beginning of a relationship, or heck, even the middle or the end of it, that it does not sit well with you, that it does not mesh well with you, that it's going to be a hot topic for you, then why would you put yourself in that position, right? Just because I keep hearing the word peen, I don't use that word. I don't know, like, if anyone uses that word, like, just for a little bit of peen or a little bit of, punani or something like that. Like, it's not that serious. Like, that stuff comes a dime a dozen, you guys. And when you notice, so someone needs to know, when you notice that you are dealing with someone that you're not on the same page when it comes to certain topics, it does not mean that they're a bad person, okay? Sometimes, and it doesn't even mean that it can't work out, but sometimes you just have to evaluate and determine if that is the person for you. But again, I'm talking about hot button topics for you, things that you feel really strongly about. Especially, I'm feeling really guided to like your religion or your spirituality, or even something to do with class, like classism, like social class with money, or like how someone feels about wealth or finances or something like that. There's something really strong. Like, do not put yourself in that position. I feel like at the bottom, it says in dangerous company, ops. I feel like that is like, that is something that you just don't want to have to deal with later on, because it's going to cause like some major issues for someone. At the top, it says secret society protection. Okay. And I feel like, okay, so let me go back. I feel like, again, I feel like someone is meant to be working on something, or you are working on something that has to do with bettering yourself. It could have something to do with bettering your finances. And the major issue when it comes to certain topics, if you don't mesh well with this person that you're trying to have a relationship with, or even a friendship with, it is going to take away from something that you're working on to improve your life, or to improve yourself. And so that's why you don't want to, it feels like, it's kind of like crossing, like treading a line or something like that, treading water. Or I feel like, whether they are intending to do it or not, someone might, do things to kind of go directly against what it is that you're focused on, or whatever it is that you want for yourself. Okay, so we have new additions to the family, and I'm going to keep this with the be honest, even if it's uncomfortable. Okay, so this might be for one of you, some of you, none of you. I don't know. But some of you guys need to also be honest and upfront about how do you feel about family, right? Like, and when I say family, I'm just going to go ahead and say it because it talks about being direct, communicating directly was one of our cards. But if you know that you want to have kids, or you know that you do not want to have kids ever, never, ever, or if you know that you want only just one or two kids, or you want to have a lot of kids, or even pets, or whatever this is, if you know that family is super important to you and you like to spend time with your family every single weekend, or even more often, like, you need to be upfront and honest about that with your person. And you also need to get to the heart of the matter. You need to observe, and you need to speak to the person that you're dealing with to find out if that's how they are. If you're more of a loner and you like to like re-energize, like you like to spend some time by yourself, and I'm being reminded of like, when I was, married for a long time, and a long time ago, right? Not that long ago, but we were from different cultures, right? And I need time to, especially being a Cancerian, I need time to recuperate, to recharge my batteries. Especially, back then when I had to work, like I was a principal, I worked hard, I had family, like all of that good stuff. And I needed time to recharge, to, just by myself. Well, my husband at the time, he comes from a different background, a different culture. He is Mexican, he's Hispanic. And so family was a really big, important thing. And it was like, weekends, like we're talking full weekends of like spending time with family and friends. And that just, it's not that it wasn't my thing. It's not that I didn't love his family and friends, but for me to be whole, to be completely me, to show up, I needed time to recharge. And that was, something that just didn't, it didn't mesh well. And so someone needs to know, like, up front, that, and we didn't talk about that. So someone up front, you need to be honest about what your non-negotiables are. I guess all that to say, what are your non-negotiables? What things are like super important to you? We have Gemini at the bottom, so you could have Gemini in your chart, or you could be dealing with a Gemini, or perhaps this is a message to be true to yourself. Don't say one thing and do another with whatever those non-negotiables are. And especially with the bottom of this deck that we have here, where it talks about, setting boundaries, with your friendships and your relationships, right? What do we have at the top? Yeah, we have age 20s to 30s. So that could be your age range. I mean, I don't know. Let's keep going. Okay, messages for Ooh, okay. Okay, so we have under the communicate. So this is our other one that said communicate directly. If they can't handle the truth, they can't handle you, right? So we have false report. We have fake news. So if you are holding back, or you are, again, going back to that Gemini energy, I don't feel like it's you though. I don't. I feel like someone might be noticing a person that is giving, like they're reporting fake news or false news. They're saying that they feel a certain way, or they want certain things, but what you're noticing, what you're observing is something completely different. And you're going to have to call them out on that BS. Whether it makes you uncomfortable or not, like now is the time. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like when you're dealing with people that like they tell you one thing, but they do the exact opposite, or they act in a contrary way, that is your ops. That's what you need to understand. That's not something for you to give them time. That's not something for you to work out. That is, you're dealing straight up with your ops. And you need to let that go. Earlier, we kept seeing something about like, even like, don't fear being alone or loneliness. Like, I don't think I've ever felt alone, even when I'm by myself, because, someone needs to get to that point to where like, you're not feeling alone. Like you're not going to make decisions out of fear of being alone. Because when someone is telling you something, but they're doing the opposite, you need to call them out on their BS. If they do not correct it, or you don't see any changes, you have to be you have to be willing to walk away, to let it go. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like that, but that just is what it is. Stop it. I'm telling you, we have perjury. Lying under oath, cover up, big ass lies. Someone is lying big time. And you see, like if you see that this person is lying, you have to call them out on it. Seriously. And again, don't feel tempted yourself to withhold information. I'm not keeping this, but yeah. Don't feel tempted to withhold information or lie about your wants, needs, and desires just to keep somebody. What tried to pop out was this gateway to the spirit realm. It says channeling, whispers, contacts, guidance, and information. I'm being guided to the actual word guidance. And also to information. I feel like, you have something like, maybe you have like you're having some type of intuitive nudges that are like showing you something about what someone is saying is false. Someone is a pretender. Someone is pretending something. But it's like the information is right there in front of you. It's right there in your face. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like someone is, we have ages, the 30s to 40s, so you could be within that age range. Yeah. Someone is lying about their age. Or someone is lying about their accomplishments or something like that. Someone is lying about their goals. Give me just a moment. I feel Yes. Okay, hold on. That's it. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm getting. Someone is lying about one of those issues and you know it. I'm being guided to share, like, when I talk about communicate directly, okay, so I'm very direct. I don't have a problem with being very direct with asking for what I want, which it's taken me a long time to get to that point. But I'm being reminded of, like, I have a friend who, they're talking about, like their financial goals and how they're saving their money and blah blah blah. And so I don't know, I just said, well, show it let me see your bank statement. I mean, it's like being that direct, like, let me see your bank statement. I don't know, like, I don't know why I'm being like, someone needs to be that direct. Someone is lying about their job, what they do for a living, or how much money they bring in, or I don't know. Protect and provide. There's something to do with that. Some of you guys need to be aware that you have someone coming in, like, pretending that their personality is one way, but as soon as they get you, like, really, someone is like all warm and cozy and snuggling up, like, once they kind of feel like they got you right where they want you, they're gonna pull a bait and switch. That's why, going back to this sexual connection in reverse, not letting this be your focus, like, I kind of feel like you need to ride this out to see, like, someone is pretending like, again, I keep hearing like a pretender, like a great pretender. They're pretending like they're one way. But as soon as you give up them draws, is what I'm hearing, they are going to flip. They're going to flip. And you need to know this up front. But I feel like whoever this person is, like, they can't, like, hold that energy that they're in. Like, I'm hearing love you long time. Like, they can't hold that energy long term. So just know that 4 to 5 months is the longest that this person is going to be able to hold this energy. So if you can hold out for 4 or 5 months, this person, I'm hearing, I see your true colors shining through. If you can wait, if you can hold off that long, then that's when you're going to see, I just feel like, I'm hearing the word unveiling, but I'm seeing an unmasking. I'm seeing someone's mask come off. And this doesn't have to be sex, but I'm saying that it is because of that sexual connection card that came out. This could be, like anything, but there's something that you're meant to withhold from a person. Yes, to allow them time to, I'm seeing someone digging. This is someone digging their own ditch or digging their own grave or something like that. Yeah, there's something to do with that. Ooh, okay. Scorn love at the top. I'm telling you, that's when those true colors are gonna come through. Don't know. I'm hearing, like, what if you already gave up them draws? You can always pull them back up. If you worry about it, I don't know. I don't know your business, but yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. Someone's gonna show. You know what? I'm being guided to a card that I have. I don't know which deck. It's one of the ones that I created, right? But it just said something about tell them no. Use the word no specifically with someone. And that's when you're going to see their true colors. I feel like the first time it's going to throw someone off. Like, I feel like someone is like what? Like, someone said no to me. Like, yeah. But the second or third time, this person is going to show you who they really are. Just say no. It doesn't have to be anything serious or big. I feel like for someone, just the word no, like the audacity of someone saying no to them is going to bring out their true colors, who they really are. They're going to show you who they really are. Just say no. Use the word no with them. I'm being guided to look at that card that said communicate directly. So I'm not talking about saying, oh, I don't feel like, or I don't think that this would blah, blah, blah. Just tell them no. Just flat out look them in the eye and tell them no. That's important for someone. Someone needs to see a certain version or a certain part or personality of a person. I'm being guided back to that card Gemini that we saw earlier, where it feels like, there's something to do with this person having two sides or two faces, or, there's something to do with that. Well, you know what, Ghost Dog, I don't blame her for getting mad, because, like, who wants to hear the word no, right? Like, I definitely don't like being told no. Like, to me, like, wow, like, why would you want to tell me no? But it's not about, like, whether they like it or don't like it. It's about, how does this person react when you tell them no? Do they respect it? Do they respect your decision, or do they not? Maybe that's funny. Ghost Dog, you say she's a Gemini. Maybe that's a Gemini trait, right? Where, like, Geminis don't like being told no. I don't know. And if you're a Gemini and you're watching or whatever, my Venus is Gemini. So that's supposed to be like the way I love, or, whatever, friendships, things like that. So, that could be a trait where, yeah, it can go one of two ways, perhaps, when you tell this person no. I mean, I don't know. There's something with telling them no. Okay. Let's see what else. Okay. Exhausted. Exhausted is coming out under where it says invest in yourself before you invest in any relationship. I feel like whatever this is, like, you put it where it goes for you, but, like, you could just be kind of tired of things not working out with relationships, or not even necessarily about the relationship. But again, I'm saying with that, invest in yourself before you invest in any relationship. I said it feels like someone is supposed to be focused on, like, a project, something to do with finances, with work, or something like that. And, like, you get a relationship, you put your all into the relationship or into that person. And, it's like, I'm hearing something about taxing, draining, like someone is taking all of your time and your energy. Let me rephrase that. They're not taking it, you're giving it, right? And so the bottom line is, you're not focused, or you're not working on what it is that you're meant to be doing, and it's leaving you too tired or too exhausted to work on yourself, or to work on what it is that you're meant to be working on. So that's something that someone needs to understand. Okay, I didn't want to go there, but someone also, like, let's say, I talked about, like, kind of slowing down when it comes to, like, the sexual relationships, like, someone needs to do that. But if you're like, look, I need what I need, I'm going to do what I want to do, that's fine. But it could be something to do with, like, notice how you feel when you are engaging in sexual relations with certain people. Are you drained and exhausted and too tired to focus on yourself and to focus on your whatever this is that you're trying to bring in for yourself? Yeah. If so, like, there's something with this transformation at the bottom, there's something that you need to do different. There's something that you need to change. Are you, like, someone is giving away, I'm not going to say that. If someone is giving, okay, I will say it. I'm hearing the milk for free. So someone is giving their all, or an important part of themselves, and we know it says sexual connection, so that's what we're going to stick with. So someone is giving something away that is I'm hearing more precious than gold. I mean, I don't know. Someone is giving something away because they feel like they have to, right? Out of pure loyalty, out of habit even for some of you guys. And I feel like it's taking away from you focusing on yourself, or you focusing on your goals. Yeah. I'm hearing something about if the roles were reversed. I feel like, whether you want to admit it or not, if the roles were reversed, someone had, like, a whatever this project, goal, dream is that they were wanting to work towards, they would not they would not put you first. They would put that project or that goal or that dream, first and foremost, and they would come back to you. So you need to have that same type of energy, and it's not out of like malice. It's not out of like, it's none of that. It's because like that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah. We have wrong decision that's coming out under the be honest, even if it's uncomfortable. You're very welcome, Ghost Dog. This is, okay, so again, it's under be honest, even if it's uncomfortable. And there's something with like, you may not be on the same page when it comes to religion, class, spirituality, sexual preference. Like there's something to do with that. And someone might be considering like adding to the family, like having a child with someone. And like that is kind of like you're going to be stuck to a person that like you don't even mesh. Again, I said earlier, you're not equally yoked with this person. And there are going to be, all children are blessings and, all of that warm, fuzzy, good stuff, right? But the truth is that there will be regrets with this wrong decision. There will be regrets if you decide to close your eyes to the fact that someone, this hot topic, it feels like there's a hot topic issue, a pressing matter that someone is trying to avoid or someone is trying to, overlook. And I feel like the other person is like very vocal about it. Like they're very rude. This could be someone who is like very rude to certain people due to their race or their sex, or I don't know, that there's something to do with it. Yeah, I don't feel, yeah, there's some, yeah. Love life. And power. With this love life at the bottom, it really could be like someone has an issue with, people that have different sexual preferences, right? LG, I don't know the acronym, you guys. Because I'm not even big into labels. I guess maybe that's why, like, it's not even important to me. You love who you love, you want who you want, you screw who you screw. Like, it's not my business. My business is what I do, right? But I feel like someone may be very vocal, and it's not even that they talk about it or that they disagree or that they're vocal about it, but maybe they're really just really nasty and really rude and really embarrassing. I don't know if that's for one of you, some of you, none of you. For someone, not to make anyone uncomfortable, but yeah, it says be honest, even if it's uncomfortable. For some of you guys, you might go, I'm hearing shorty swing my way, show look good to me. So some of you guys may actually be attracted to both genders, and you don't talk about it, or like it's not a big deal to you. And so essentially this person that you're dealing with is like they're kind of insulting you, but they don't even know it. I don't know. I'm just going to keep on going. Let's see what else we got here, you guys. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Love life went ahead and came out. This is communicate directly. If they can't handle the truth, they cannot handle you. Resources for some of you guys, this has to do with like finances. I talked about under this one, I talked about someone's lying about their age, about their their wealth or their finances, like they're lying about their goals or their dreams. Like, someone pretends like they're dreaming big, but they have no, they are perfectly content where they are, right? Someone's lying about their like there's something to do with that. Or someone feels the need, like if it's you and you feel the need to lie about these things to make another person happy, it's kind of like, look, if this is who I am, this is what I want, accept it or don't accept it, right? There's someone for everyone. I feel that strongly. Someone just, there's something to do with, remember, under that we have that fake news or that false report. Someone's lying about someone or something, or someone could be lying about, this just in, no, just kidding. Someone could be lying about a friend. They're saying that this is just a friend, but it's more than you say she's just a friend, and you say she's just a friend. Someone's lying. It's not a friend. Gambling. This card, it actually says, love life free from problems and money troubles. Enjoy the passion of love. I feel like someone needs to clear the air when it comes to finances, resources, expectations, things like that. Someone has some type of habits with this gambling at the top. Someone could be like kind of downplaying some type of, like they're a risk taker, whether it has to do with finances or not, like whether they're gambling away their money or they're gambling away other things. Someone may not be honest about this, but I feel like it's something that you are not, like, you wouldn't be shocked. You don't want to hear about it, or you don't want to know about it, or something like that, but I don't feel like you would be shocked. Yeah. I don't know why, but I'm hearing the word dark web. I'm hearing something about casinos, especially online casinos. I'm seeing a stripper pole. Someone has this habit of like, there's something to do with, like, they love to make it rain, right? At the strip club. Huh. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. All right. Let's keep going. I'm getting hungry, so if my tummy starts rumbling, please pardon moi. Pardon. Ooh. Yeah, we have breathe that just kind of fell in my lap. We have to the sea that's falling out under the bed. Invest in yourself. There's something to do, you guys, with whatever this is. Like I said, whether this is something to do with you, like that you're investing in for your, like it's about working on your work of art. So working on yourself, your body, your looks, your health, a project, your money, a business, like whatever this is for you, it's almost like, if someone has a problem with it, you need to be willing to walk away, to sail off into the sunset. If they do, or when they do, I feel like, with this treasure island, like, it's almost the sense of like someone is holding another person back. You're allowing, like someone is allowing another person or some type of situation to hold them back. Especially with this poised at the bottom, which is about, being ready to take action, being ready to strike. Something is ripe for the plucking, right? Something perhaps that you've been working on, but it's like with this chopped wood, which is more about like routine, like, like someone is like stuck perhaps in a rut, or you're at risk for being, stuck, so to speak, in a rut. but it has something to do with you giving too much. For some of you guys, this is just like you working a 9 to 5, right? Like your boss is asking for so much of your, even with the sexual connection being in reverse, that is your sacral. That has to do with your creativity, your ability to create and build things, right? Which has to do with like your wealth. If you're putting your all into a 9 to 5, knowing that you are meant for more is what I'm hearing, but someone is meant to be their own boss. Like someone needs to say no more so that you can focus more on whatever this is, like especially if like it's a side hustle right now or a side gig, there's something to do with that. Okay. There's something to do with, it feels weird, the tip of my tongue. There's something on the tip of someone's tongue. Hmm. I feel like someone is speaking something that they want, like trying to, back to trying to manifest, trying to speak something into existence, but someone is not acting on it. But perhaps because you just don't have the energy or, something like that, because you're giving it away to other people or things or something like that. I mean, I don't know. Let's keep going. Breathe went ahead and come. They always just eventually come out, right? Breathe is under this be honest, even if it's uncomfortable. Like, I feel like for some of you guys, you need to know, like, you're going to be okay either way, right? But for some of you guys, like, you may create, if you're one of those people that, like, you like to create scenarios or, like, I don't know, like you'll create a whole freaking conversation with another person that they're not really there, right? But you're just imagining what's going to happen if you tell them a certain thing or if you react a certain way or if you're honest about something. It may not be as bad as what you think it's going to be. So relax, like just breathe and just be honest. And again, like they can take you or they can leave you. And again, if they decide to leave, it's their loss, not yours. Yeah. For someone really strong, I don't know, but with this imagine, like I really feel like someone or something is really holding you back from some type of dream that you have. And here's that loyal heart. We saw that loyal earlier. Like someone is being loyal to something or to someone that I can't say that they are the same way for you. Loyal heart. That's falling under the communicate directly. If they're true to this, I'm hearing true to this, right? So if they're really true to this, if they're true to you, if you are really where they want to be, or this is something that is really meant for you, even if they don't agree with what you think or feel or, whatever it is that you're working towards, they're still going to be there. If they don't, then they won't, and that's okay. Yeah. At the bottom, we have milk and honey. I feel like I'm hearing something about the truth will set you free. So someone needs to be honest. I feel like something, for some of you guys, like there's something either that is fixable. Like if you're honest about it, like even if there's a rough patch, I feel like, maybe you're going to work on something together with this person or, whatever this is, or you're going to come to some type of agreement. I'm hearing the word cohabitation for some of you guys. But some type of agreement will be had, some type of agreement will be made. Someone needs to focus on the here and now. What makes you happy now? Like someone is spending so much time being loyal to a past situation or something that happened in the past. What makes you happy right now? If you're in a relationship, you guys, that you were so super happy in the past, but you're not happy now, either you need to communicate, speak up to this person directly about what those issues are, what is making you unhappy, or how you think you can fix it. And the person is going to say, you know what, like, yeah, let's fix it, or they're not. I'm reading, Ghost Dog, that's okay, you can do it. Make sure that you guys are talking with one another about what it is that you want. And you come up with a plan either together, or you may have to come up with a plan on your own. And make sure that you're taking time out to, rather than putting all of your time and energy into, I hate to say it, but like your girlfriend and her children, you need to make sure that you're also investing in yourself. Because the way that you can give more of yourself to her and to the children is going to be making sure that you're happy with yourself, with who you are and how you are right now. So, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, we have co-create. This is about someone that is meant to work, co-create, meaning you're working to create something, build something together with someone, but you can only do that if you guys are being open and honest with one another. Or this could be that you are supposed to co-create something with the Most High, with the divine, with the Creator. And you're going to have to take time out away from, something that is very sexual based or something like that. And you're going to have to focus on whatever this is. So, anyways, that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that the messages were helpful. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, all of that good stuff. I love you and have a beautiful and fantabulous rest of your day. Bye now. Mwah.